Welcome back to a course on calculus for business. We have been discussing about the chain rule, that is the function of function rule in the previous lectures. We will continue our discussion now. So the first problem that we are going to see in today's lecture is we will have to differentiate a power x with respect to x. So which means here a is any constant, right? How are we going to do it? Let us see that. So let us take y to be a power x. If x is in the base, we can differentiate. If it is x power a, then we can differentiate it easily. Since it is given as a power x, we will have to bring down this x, for which we take log. So log y is log a power x, and this happens to be x times of log a. Now let us mark this as equation 1 and let us differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. So what would we get? Here we will have to make use of chain rule. Therefore 1 upon y, then dy upon dx, right? And this happens to be log x is log a is a constant. Therefore log a times of d upon dx of x. So finally what we get is 1 upon y, dy upon dx is, this is 1, right? So it is simply log a. Therefore dy upon dx is what? Log a multiplied with y. And we know what is y. This is a power x. Y is the notation that we assigned. Hence we shall change it to the original notations. D upon dx of a power x is log a multiplied with a power x, or we may write this as a power x times of log a. That is the derivative of a power x. Next we will see a problem which combines the previous results that we have seen. The problem tells you we will have to find the derivative of 5 power x, x power 5. Okay, how are we going to do it? Let us take the given function to be y, that is 5 power x times of x power 5. Then dy upon dx would be what? D upon dx of 5 power x, x power 5. Here we have two terms. In both the terms we have x involved. Hence let us take u to be 5 power x and v to be x power 5. Thus your dy upon dx becomes what? D upon dx of uv, and this is v times of du upon dx plus u times of dv upon dx. Let us find d upon dx of 5 power x, that is u, right? So this is what we have to do, that is d power dx of 5 power x. Here we have x in the power, not in the base. So we'll have to make use of the idea that we did in the previous problem. In the previous problem we had a. In the place of a we have 5. So it will turn to be 5 power x log 5, right? So this is simply 5 power x times of log 5. And d upon dx of v would be what? That is d upon dx of x power 5. This is the usual formula that gives us 5x power 4 minus 1, that happens to be 5x power 4. Therefore dy upon dx is what? V is what? X power 5. X power 5 times of the derivative of u. So that is 5 power x times of log 5 plus u. U is what? That is 5 power x. And when you differentiated x v, what did you get? You get 5 times of x power 4. If you wish to take things in common, you can take x power 4 outside, 5 power x outside. So when you take x power 4 and 5 power 4 outside, you will get x times of log 5 plus 5. This is the derivative of, that is d upon dx of 5 power x times of x power 5, which is x power 4 times of 5 power x times of x log 5 plus 5. Right? We'll move to a little more complicated problem, and that is we'll have to differentiate the following function with respect to x. The function is y is x power half 1 plus x power 1 upon 3 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon 4 times of 1 plus 3x to the power 1 upon 5. Okay, if you look at this problem, you may take the numerator. There are two ways of doing it. Let me explain both the ways. If you take your numerator to be u and your denominator to be v, then you can go with the quotient rule. That is one way. But in the numerator as well as in the denominator, we have a product of two terms. For numerator, we will have to apply product rule. For the denominator also, we will have to apply product rule. It seems that it will take a little more effort to complete this problem, and usually if it is asked in examination, we thought of leaving it as a choice, right? But there is another way in which we can do this problem easily. What is that way? Okay, let us see. From the given, let me take log on both sides. Therefore, log y is going to be what? Log of x power of 1 plus x to the power 1 upon 3 upon 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon 4, 1 plus 3x to the power 1 upon 5. Right? We know log of a upon b is log a minus log b. Using this, what we do is that log of x power half times of 1 plus x to the power 1 upon 3 minus log of 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon 4 times of 1 plus 3x to the power 1 upon 5. Next, what are we going to do? We will make use of, okay, let me write these laws in different colors so that you can understand things in a better way. This is, okay, let me write log of a upon b is log a minus log b. Then what are we going to make use of? Log ab is log a plus log b. This is what we will make use. So it is log of x to the power half plus log of 1 plus x to the power 1 upon 3 minus times of log of 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon 4 plus log of 1 plus 3x to the power 1 upon 5. Right? Now we will make use of another property of logarithm, that is log a power n is nothing but n times of log a. So when you apply it, what are you going to get? You will get your log y to be equal to half times of log x plus 1 upon 3 times of log 1 plus x minus 1 upon 4 times of log 1 plus 2x plus 1 upon 5 times of log 1 plus 3x. Right? Now we have turned things into a simplest way. Now let us see how to do the differentiation of these things. Okay. What we have is log y is half times of log x plus 1 upon 3 times of log 1 plus x minus 1 upon 4 times of log 1 plus 2x minus 1 upon 5 times of log 1 plus 3x. Here I have said we are taking log. I did not specify what is the base of this logarithm. We are going to differentiate things. So it would be better if we take the logarithm with base e, right? So that we know for sure that d upon dx of log x to the base e is going to be 1 upon x. This is what we will make use, for which it is better to take log with base e. Whatever may be the log with base, you can do these operations, but for our convenience purpose we are taking log with base e, right? Here also we will specify that. Now we will have to make use of the derivative formula and the chain rule. Okay, when you differentiate this one with respect to x, what would you get? Here when you apply chain rule, you will have 1 upon y dy upon dx, right? So this is a scalar, and when you differentiate log x, you would get 1 upon x, right? You have 1 upon 3, which is a scalar, and when you differentiate this, in the place of x you have 1 plus x. Here also we will have to make use of the chain rule. Chain rule tells you what? Just imagine you have x here, differentiate, so you will get as it is. Now differentiate this 1 plus x, that gives you 1, okay, minus 1 upon 4, which is a constant, and differentiate this as if you have x there. So 1 upon 1 plus 2x, and when you differentiate 1 plus 2x, you would get 2, minus 1 upon 5 times of, as we did for the previous cases, here we will get this quantity. So this is 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 3 times of 1 plus x. You can cancel these two terms. So you would get 1 upon 2 times of 1 plus 2x minus 3 upon 5 times of 1 plus 3x. This is what? This is 1 upon y times of dy upon dx. We need only dy upon dx. So this is going to be 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 3 times of 1 plus x minus 1 upon 2 times of 1 plus 2x minus 3 upon 5 times of 1 plus 3x, which is multiplied with y. And if you replace the value of y, so let me not write these things, let me do the ditto symbol. And when you write the value of y, you would get x power half 1 plus x to the power 1 upon 3 upon 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon 4 and 1 plus 3x to the power 1 upon 5. Even though it is a complicated function, we were able to do the differentiation in a quite easier manner when we applied log and simplified things, right? Next, we are going to differentiate x square times of log with base a x with respect to x, right? Let us see how to solve this. Let us take y to be x square times of log a to the power, log x to the base a, and here we need to find out dy upon dx. Here we may see that y is a function of two terms, x squared and log x to the base a. Both the functions involves x. Let u is x squared and v is log x to the base a. If we have log x to the base e, it is easy to differentiate, but we have it in other form. So what do? We'll have to change this to log with base e. When we do so, we'll have to multiply this with log e to the base e, right? This is what we have to do. So using the change of base formula, we have done this, right? And now we shall easily find out the derivatives of these two functions. Du upon dx is going to be what? D upon dx times of x squared and this is 2x. dv upon dx is what? That is d upon dx of log x to the base e times of log e to the base a, which is a constant. So we shall take log e to the base a as a constant. We take it outside, and this happens to be simply log x. Therefore, log e to the base a upon x. This is what we have. Now, what is dy upon dx? This is v times of du upon dx plus u times of dv upon dx. What is v? It is log x to the base a. For differentiating only, we convert it into this form. For substituting, we shall have this as it is, right? And what is du upon dx? It is 2x plus u is what? It is x squared, and dv upon dx is what? Log e to the base a upon x. Here x and x gets cancelled, so the answer is 2x log x to the base a plus x times of log e to the base a, right? So we'll move to the next problem. The next problem that we are going to see is we'll have to find the derivative with respect to x to the function log of x squared plus 1 upon x squared minus 1. So how are we going to do it? This log of x squared plus 1 upon x squared minus 1 shall be written as log x squared plus 1 minus log x squared minus 1, right? Now it is easy to find the derivative. D upon dx of log e to the log of x squared plus 1 upon x squared minus 1 to the base e is, now we will have to apply chain rule. That is, if you treat this as x, what would you get? You would get 1 upon x. So in the place of x, we have this one, and then the derivative of this x squared plus 1 minus the same idea has to be applied here too. So be it x squared plus 1 or x squared minus 1, you are going to get this derivative to be 2x. So this is 2x upon x squared plus 1 minus 2x upon x squared minus 1. If you take 2x as a common thing, or if you wish to take the LCM, you would get 2x times of x squared minus 1 minus 2x times of x squared plus 1 upon x squared plus 1 times of x squared minus 1, and this would be 2x cube minus 2x, right? 2x cube minus 2x minus 2x cube minus 2x upon x squared plus 1 upon x squared minus 1. Here what are you going to get? So this is minus 4x upon, because this and this gets cancelled, minus 4x upon x squared plus 1 times of x squared minus 1, and this completes the problem. Thank you.